This camera is quickly becoming my favorite camera, and it might replace the A7S III. It won't do that. Savannah left before I did, and the only words that I could get out was trash. So I'm assuming she's going to, yep. Savannah just left me while I was getting that last shot. I didn't want to make coffee again, so all of the shots that you saw at the beginning of this vlog and the end of yesterday's vlog were completely shot on a new camera that Savannah and I got that only cost us $50. And it's honestly been so fun. If you're also wondering why that last scene looked so dramatic, I used my iPhone to light my face because that was what I was shooting against, and there was just no light. Normally when I shoot these scenes, I try to find something like this, like a window, but well, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. This camera is quickly becoming my favorite camera, and it might replace the A7S III. It won't do that. The $50 camera we got was basically this old Canon point and shoot camera, but the cool thing about it, it doesn't shoot in 4K. The microphone is pretty terrible. The audio is not very good though. Kind of sucks. Are you taking a video? The video it takes looks like the video you would get when you were like 4 and you were opening presents on Christmas Day or something like that. And on top of that, the throw on the lens that it has is just insane. And we got the thing for $50. It's called the Canon SX730. It's just like an entry-level point and shoot camera, and I think it retails for around like $500 if you can find them still. They're discontinued. The thing that I like about something like this, or something that's new to you, because this camera's not new at all. I think it came out in like 2017. But the cool thing about using new gear that's like this, it's not like your iPhone or some other camera that just they all kind of look the same and do the same thing. But something like this is drastically different. It looks completely different. It's kind of like if you get a drone, like those shots look completely different because of the way that you're able to use it. It's kind of like that with this, just in a different way. It's hard to find pieces of gear that change the vibe of your video completely, and this definitely does that. Also, I put a 128 gigabyte card that I use for this camera, and this guy, totally overkill, but I figure I'm not gonna have to format this thing for like another 2 years, so if you're interested in checking this camera out, I'll try to find it on Amazon, and the link will be down below. You probably won't find it for $50, but it's a fun little camera. In honor of it being Christmas, when this video is released, I'm wearing my Christmas socks with my sandals. Just festive. When I was setting that, because I'm using the camera now, when I was setting that camera up, I was shocked. It was so easy to learn. Like, I literally learned it in probably 2 minutes because there's only 2 menus, and that's kind of refreshing coming from something like this where there's pretty much unlimited options. And when I set this camera up, the Sony camera, it took me It took me 2 hours to go through the entire menu system. And going from that to 2 minutes with, it was nice. It definitely helps too with the, it just rained, so it makes it look way more cinematic. If you notice whenever you watch a movie and there's like an outdoor scene, the ground is always wet, there's a reason for that. It makes it look 100 times better. The day that Savannah and I found the apartment that we're currently living in, we sat on this street and called the apartment, because we just had stumbled upon the apartment. We didn't know if they had any openings or anything, and we sat in our car on this street right here and called them to see if they had any. I even hopped out of the car right there and said something to camera. Okay, I'm gonna answer some questions. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. It's all good, bro. Happy you too. Thank you, and thank you for understanding. Thank you. Hey John, can you walk us through your... Yeah, so actually Savannah and I on our walk talked about how to begin to do this, because what I think I'm going to do, I'm gonna make a video talking about how I shoot and edit these vlogs. I want it to be thorough and good, and we were talking about ways to do that, and I think the best way to do it is for me to shoot a regular normal vlog, and for Savannah to kind of be like the B-roll camera person and capturing a behind the scenes of that. Okay, that was actually way shorter than I thought it was going to be. Thank you for the questions, and yeah. One thing that I'm not sure about with this camera is the low light. I don't know if it's gonna be any good. See that way down there? That's where all of our Amazon packages are, and well, it's kind of a mess. I have no idea what this is. What is this? All right, this is this is probably the most depressing, saddest little unboxing ever. In the box, we have 2 items. 1, trash bags. I told you. And the other one's a little more interesting. It's an off-brand battery charger for this camera. But I found out that I can charge the thing using this little port right here. So this is basically useless. Do you think that's Gatorade, or do you think that's something else?